Federal workers are headed back to work after a record-breaking 43-day government shutdown. Time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. 670,000 people were furloughed during the shutdown. Some of them are set to receive their full back pay now. In Houston, also, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced $10,000 bonuses for TSA agents who worked through the shutdown. President Trump says he wants to extend that bonus to air traffic controllers as well. The airline industry is still working through some flight cancellations from the shutdown. The FAA is keeping that 6% reduction in air traffic in place, at least for now. SNAP benefits are also starting to roll out. Some states have already issued their timelines for when people will get that money. Others are working out the details. Now, the spending bill that reopened the government is facing some backlash over new rules put in place for the hemp industry. A last-minute addition to the bill closes a loophole that allowed manufacturers to convert hemp into high-potency THC products. This adds more federal oversight to the industry. So now hemp products will be capped at 0.4 milligrams of THC per serving, which is a fraction of what's in today's products. Senator Mitch McConnell led the effort to close the loophole. Lawmakers from both parties want to see more regulation on this $28 billion industry instead of prohibition.
The House is set to have a vote next week on releasing the full files related to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump's name has come up in the 20,000-page documents that were released on Wednesday. Trump has denied any wrongdoing. He said he broke off the friendship with Epstein when he learned that Epstein and his accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell were luring away women and teenage girls who worked at Mar-a-Lago. The newest member of Congress, Adelita Grijalva, providing the last signature needed in the petition to force a full House vote to release the Epstein files.
The timing of the 23,000 emails that were also released right around this time really put an exclamation mark on the need to have this transparency and for all of the files to be out in public.
The White House insists the emails released prove that the president did nothing wrong.
I spoke with several local immigration attorneys who tell me their clients walked into this building for their interviews with USCIS on Wednesday. They never walked out. They were instead detained and are now in custody in Otay Mesa. The USCIS office downtown is where people go for all things immigration, including green card and naturalization interviews. On Wednesday morning, Tessa Cabrera's client had his green card interview. He was petitioned by his U.S. citizen daughter.
The officer said, "I'll be right back," and stepped out. And then right then, two ICE officers walked in. They asked him what his name was and then put him in handcuffs.
Her client from Mexico has lived in the U.S. since 2002. He never walked out of his interview. Instead, Cabrera says he was taken to the basement of the federal building and is now detained at the Otay Mesa Detention Center.
This document was handed to me by the ICE officers that arrested him yesterday.
The document is labeled Department of Homeland Security, warrant for arrest. It states they have probable cause based on statements made to the immigration officer or evidence that the person lacks immigration status or is removable under immigration law.
It implies to me that they used the information that they gathered at his green card interview to then decide that he was someone that they could detain.
At least two other attorneys have confirmed to ABC 10 News their clients with visa overstays were detained Wednesday in similar fashion. In a statement, the agency told us they're, quote, responsible for administering America's lawful immigration system, ensuring the integrity of the immigration process. They say apprehensions can happen if people have outstanding warrants, are subject to removal orders, or have committed fraud, crimes, or other violations while in the U.S. Cabrera says her client has no criminal history, but he's now placed in removal proceedings and has a court date in early December. Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
The Justice Department is suing to block California's newly redrawn map from taking effect. Prop 50 passed by a wide margin last week. The measure redraws congressional boundaries and puts 5 Republicans, including local Congressman Darrell Issa, into more Democratic-leaning districts. Governor Newsom and state Democrats backed the measure as a response to Texas's redistricting effort. The DOJ is now joining a lawsuit filed by California Republicans, arguing the new map could violate the Voting Rights Act. A federal judge could decide as early as next month whether to pause the new maps ahead of the 2026 midterms. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has designated 4 European Antifa groups as terrorist organizations. The groups are based in Germany, Italy, and Greece. The designations go into effect next week. This puts the groups in the same category with terrorist organizations like ISIS. As a result, Americans will be prohibited from knowingly providing material to support them. The move comes as President Trump pushes to target the Antifa movement, which often leans to the political left and lacks defined leadership. In September, he signed an executive order designating Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization and directed federal agencies to take action against it.
Millions of current and former AT&T customers may qualify for part of a $177 million class action settlement over data breaches. 2 incidents last year exposed personal information of more than 70 million people who had been AT&T customers between 2019 and 2024. According to the settlement, the first breach in March of 2024 released customers' addresses, social security numbers, passcodes, all onto the dark web. The second breach in July exposed phone call and text records. Customers impacted by both breaches could receive up to $7,500. AT&T doesn't dispute that the incidents happened, but denies any wrongdoing and says it remains committed to protecting customer data. The deadline to file a claim is December 18th. And nearly 24 students from across the country were in Washington, D.C. Thursday with a simple goal: to spread kindness. Thursday was World Kindness Day. These 20 students were honored as the kindest kids in America. They got medals and even picture books that told their stories of kindness. One student said it doesn't take much to be a kind person. For example, you could simply walk your neighbor's dog or help with groceries. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.